What is going on?
And good morning. We have an NBC News special report.
Oval-shaped object appears in major cities. Gordo, there's something going on!
This critical message is being delivered by the emergency alert.
All right, I'm getting a little nervous here.
We interrupt regular
Dear God.
programming.
This world is... What the fuck?
What's going on?
And public safety.
Gord! This isn't...
Oh, what is this?
I don't know, but I'm getting nervous. See, I told you guys we needed a fucking plan! We need a fucking... Call Lonnie. Call Anthony! Gordon!
The U.S. government has issued
What is that?
emergency for the continental United
I'm
States.
afraid. I'm gonna call Lonnie.
11 multiple sites.
Okay, my phone is not fucking working! Okay.
Oh, they're saying aliens.
Across major population areas around
What?
these unidentified suspended
Oh, dear God!
1,400
Call Lonnie right now!
They're saying
Stop
aliens.
playing around! Hey, Gordy? I'm scared. I'm afraid. I'm afraid! Gordy!
These objects are
What should we do?
extraterrestrial.
Stop sitting on your fucking ass and help me! I told them we're supposed to have some kind of hand crane. We don't have any shit we're supposed to have. We don't have anything we're supposed to have for this emergency!
To neighboring states.
Dom, I don't feel good.
Borders will
Dom, I feel lightheaded.
compulsory health inspection.
Dominic, I feel lightheaded. Is Florida in the danger zone? Just fucking tell us! I can't read this fucking map! Put on CNN! I'm not fucking kidding! I don't feel good. I feel lightheaded.
To investigate the unidentified.
I'm not kidding.
Given the uncertainty concerning these objects,
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I need to go. Come help me!
to seize all
Oh, fuck!
canceled and
Dominic?
flights have been redirected to the closest airport in proximity to the
Dominic.
At this moment,
Stop! Why are you laughing, Dominic?
site of danger zones are urged.
Why are you fucking laughing, you high? What are you doing?
All right, hey, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to open up, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach well peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing his work in truth and in sincerity, teaching the names of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and prophesying against Mount Seir. We are the brothers from the Company of Prophets camp here in Tampa, Florida. Coming at you with a quick lesson, man. And you saw this video, the post-production video. This Edomite woman, I guess her son was playing a prank on her that there was going to be an alien invasion. And you see the title of the lesson. These Edomites about to be terrified when they see the chariots and the nukes. Okay, and this is going to be a cold, harsh reality for these heathens. Okay, for these damn Edomites, for the Ammonites, for the Ishmaelites, for all these other nations outside of the nation of Israel, and even 2/3 of our own people, they're going to be in fear when shit hits the fan, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when we start seeing these chariots flood the sky, people immediately are going to think it's an alien invasion. Okay, and the government is even probably going to push that when the chariots come. The government's probably going to tell you that it's aliens, interdimensional beings, and people are going to be shitting bricks. But see, men of the Lord, the prophets, we're going to be all right. Okay, we're going to know. We're going to have stability through the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shah. We're going to know exactly what it is, man. All right, so real quick, let me grab this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And that's what we're doing now, starting with the elder apostles on down. The righteous men, the prophets, are boldly standing on the street corners, doing these lessons, and we condemning these heathens to their face, okay, the ones that have afflicted us, all right, primarily the Edomites, but all these nations have had a hand in destroying us, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon 5:2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. When they see what? When they see these chariots, when they see the nukes, when they see the salvation of Israel. Okay, which we know that the salvation of Israel is coming via these the holy angels, via the chariots. And we know that Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is coming back on the fathership. Okay, it's going to be gigantic. Okay, and people are going to think it's alien invasion. People are going to lose their fucking minds, bro. Okay, and right behind the chariot, you're going to have these missiles coming too. So you see how this woman was acting in the video, and this was just a prank. How much more so if she went outside and she actually saw the sky littered with UFOs, okay, and missiles. Okay, this is the judgment for the heathen. All these Edomites, the so-called white man, the Chinese, the Japanese that had enslaved us, they raped us, they robbed us, they scoffed, they laughed. This is the judgments that's coming to you and your nation. Okay,
Yeah.
it says when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. That's how they're gonna be. They're gonna be in fear. It says, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So people aren't prepared for what's about to happen on this earth. Okay, people have no idea. That's why the scriptures say the Lord's gonna come as a thief in the night. People ain't prepared to see what they're about to see. Okay, it's gonna be something that's like out of a movie, man. But it's gonna be reality. You're gonna be seeing it with your own two eyes. You're gonna see UFOs in the sky. Okay, we gonna know we know who it is. Okay, we know it's Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. We know it's the angels. So we're gonna be comforted. We're gonna be giving praise. But everybody else that's not in the know, that's not in the truth, they're gonna be tripping balls, man. Okay, they're gonna be going crazy. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Right? That's when, Esau gonna really feel like shit because he gonna see that it's Israelites, Jake that's getting beamed up into the sky, and they heavy as hell. They're not getting lifted up. They're gonna be envying. Okay, they're gonna have anguish of the spirit. They'll be like, damn, this was the one. This is the chosen right here. This nigga, this spit, this wetback, the ones that was doing my yards and cleaning my gutters. These are the ones that are being saved right now. It says, we fools accounted his life madness. See, the heathens think that we're madmen. People, not even 2/3 of our own people, they think we're crazy. Okay, but we're telling you exactly what's about to happen. And we telling you what you saw in this video of this woman tripping right here, going crazy. That's going to be a majority of the earth soon, and it's not going to be a joke. It's not going to be a prank. It's going to be real life. Okay. It says, and at his end to be, it says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is numbered among the saints? How? That's how they're gonna be thinking. How is this guy among the saints? How is he among the chosen? How is he being saved? Okay, what you got, Ak?
I'm looking for that 1987 Ronald Reagan speech he was talking about.
Yeah, if you can find that too, that would be fire.
But I got this. The book of Luke. Actually, let me go to start to the book of Luke. Bear with me for a second. Let me get it right here. Luke 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Verse 26 is really the point. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Because we know that our Lord and our Savior, Yahweh Shai, will return in what this world English calls a UFO, which he will return in a fathership chariot. Okay. And it says, coming in a cloud with power and great glory, with the rest of his army going into those angels, okay, with a fleet of thousands, okay, probably even millions of chariots, man, to bring destruction to Babylon the Great and also salvation to the elect. Okay, but when these people see these things, like these Edomites, okay, these peon Edomites and these other nations, all right, and even 2/3 of our people, man. Okay, you're not gonna know. Okay, you see, she was bugging out, bro. Just imagine if these things really did, not really did, but when these things do happen, when it does come to pass, it tells you how men's hearts failing them for fear. Okay, so these people catching heart attacks, man, in that day. A lot of people gonna literally give up the ghost from seeing the Lord, return, in that time, man. Verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And that's the Lord, man. Okay, when the Lord returns, a lot of people gonna die in that day, man. It's gonna be a great day of death. All right, from every side. It says, for the power of heaven shall be shaken. All right, verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man, which is a title that Yahweh Shai has. Okay, but that's speaking about our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, coming in a cloud with power. And it tells you how the Lord maketh the clouds his chariots. All right, so it's talking about those angelic vehicles, which once again is an IFO. It's an identified flying object because we know what it is. Okay, it's a mystery to the whole world, and even Esau, Edom, okay, and these elites, they know what it is as well, which they're going to demonize to make it seem like it's something it's not, so-called alien invasion, okay, like the bro was going into, all right, but it's really the Lord, coming to, save that remnant and destroy, these damn heathens, okay, and you 2/3 niggas that follow after these heathens, man. Verse 28 says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All right, exactly, man. These prophecies, when you see these prophecies manifest in the MOTB, okay, which we know, you see this dude Elon Musk with the Neuralink. Okay, we seeing these things manifest, and they moving. Okay, World War III. You see how Putin is getting ready. These other nations, he's being a guard into these lesser nations. All right, that's all signs of prophecy, man. And that's why it says, then look up, because that's what we're constantly looking up, man, because we know that's the only way we're going to be able to get out of here and to escape the destruction to come, man. That's why it says, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay, every day, brothers is seeing chariots, all over there and all across the world, just everyday average people, they're seeing sightings of the chariots, man, those holy angels, and that's how we're gonna get out of here.
That's right. I found that video for you, so let me go ahead and play it real quick. Ronald Reagan.
Forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war? 2 centuries ago, in a hall much smaller than this one, in Philadelphia, Americans met to draft.
Right, and that was Ronald Reagan, one of his speeches. I think it'll tell you the exact date. 1987 UN speech, alien threat. Okay, and it also goes to show you that these devils, they know about Yahweh Shai coming back, man. Okay, and what's going to happen is in the midst of World War III, we always go into World War III. Well, when Yahweh Shai comes back, all these nations, they're going to stop aiming their guns at each other, and they're going to start aiming at the ship, the father ship, at Yahweh Shai, man. And Yahweh Shai is going to utterly turn them to dust, to powder, man. Okay, and let me actually grab that real quick. Right, this is 2 Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. Okay, and this was the prophet Esdras. You know, he was fasting, and the Lord showed him a vision of him returning, of Yahushua coming back. So we're going to read about that vision. 2 Ezra 13:2, it says, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. And this is talking about the waters above. Because when Yahushua comes back, he's coming back from, you know, the heavens. And he's going to literally move the waters above. Okay, it's like he's going to open a portal and come through a giant portal. You're going to see this father ship come from out of space. Yep. Okay, it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Okay, which we know, real quick precept, Psalm 68:17, the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. So the thousands of heaven represents the angels, the other chariots. So you're going to have the father's ship that's going to be gigantic, which we're going to read about it. Ezra described it like a mountain that you can't even see the end of it. That's how big this father ship is, right? In Revelation, it tells you that we're going to be beamed into one ship. So we could all be beamed if we're, Lord willing, we be the elect. All the elect are possibly going to be beamed into this one father ship. That's how big it is. I remember the elder Pastor Har said it a while ago that this chariot is so big that it can literally beam up the whole earth if it wanted to.
That's freaking crazy, bro.
That's how big this father ship is. And they had a while back, they had on NASA, it was a NASA, one of their streams that they're streaming, you know, their radar streams. You saw a chariot come into the stream, and it was like 33 times bigger than the earth. You know, you got the father ships coming back, man. All right. How are these Edomites going to react? Just like this woman, but even worse. A lot of them, like the brother brought out, are going to have heart attacks. Before the nukes even hit, people are going to be dropping dead from the sight, the fear of what they're seeing. Okay. It says, 2 Ezra 13:3, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. This is Yahushua with the angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So everybody's going to tremble at the sight of Yahweh and Yahushua, even the hopeful elect. Okay? We're going to have a comfort. We're going to know, but at the same time, it's going to be something we've never seen. Okay? So your flesh is going to be in fear. Okay? It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. Okay, and this is talking about that concentrated fire, the laser beam that this UFO, this father ship, is going to be shooting out. Okay, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Okay, and what is this? This is going into the war in heaven. Okay, where we tell you about World War III. Well, all these nations are going to be fighting each other. There's going to be turmoil. Nations going at each other, right? But then when the father ship comes, Yahushua comes, they gonna all stop fighting each other. That's why you heard in the Reagan speech, he said, what if there was an alien threat? We would all put aside our differences. And that's what they're going to do. And they're going to start shooting their rockets, and their military is going to start shooting at Yahushua. But it's not going to phase Yahushua because he's not coming back as a mortal man. He's coming back as a God. Okay. It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Right, so this chariot is so big that Ezra described it like a mountain. Okay, it says, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. So Ezra was trying to see, like, if you've ever seen mountains, you can see like where it ends. You can see, okay, that's where the mountain ends. This mountain that Ezra saw, which was the father ship, it was so big that he couldn't even see the end of it. So that thing is going to be gigantic. All right. Mm-hmm. That shit's going to be crazy. People are going to be trembling, having heart attacks.
They're gonna be pissing on themselves, shitting.
Right.
Oh,
Throwing up. Nauseous. She even said it. You're right. She said it in the video. She said, I don't feel good. I don't feel good right now. You know, she was getting nauseous. And this was a prank. How much more when this day happens? Okay. And what was she saying? She's like, we're not prepared. We weren't prepared for this disaster or whatever she said.
Can't prepare for that.
Exactly.
That's the end of your world.
That's the end of your world. That's exactly right. That's the end of Esau's world. That's what he fears. And especially when they start seeing that Jake is getting beamed up and taken into this ship,
Mm-hmm.
saved from the missiles, and you still on the ground, bro, you're through. You're done. It says, verse 8, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So all these nations are going to be gathered together to fight against Yahushua when he comes back in the fathership, and they're going to be terrified. Okay, these fighter jets, right? You're going to have these Edomite fighter jets, and they're going to see this shit, and they're going to want to turn around and go back home, or get with their family, but the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to go directly at Yahushua. That's why it said they were gathered together to subdue him. They were gathered together to subdue Yahushua, and were sore afraid, and yet durst fight, because the Lord's going to make them fight. The Lord, remember, the Lord is a man of war, so he wants to see this war take place, the war in heaven. Okay, which the war in heaven isn't God and the devil fighting up there having a boxing match. Now, the war in heaven is when Yahushua comes back in the UFOs, and the militaries of the earth, they're going to clash in the heavens, okay? And Yahushua going to be zapping fighter jets out of the sky, man.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and lo, verse 9, 2 Ezra 13:9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, and this is talking about Yahushua and the fathership, as it has been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So, and that blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest that's mixed together, that's talking about that laser that's going to come out of this chariot. Okay, and Ezra said upon a sudden, so a snap of the finger of an innumerable multitude, meaning there's millions of people. You can't even number all the people that are going to be in this war. And the snap of a finger, everything was turned to dust.
It's going to be millions.
And the snap of a finger, that's how much power the Lord is coming back with, bro.
Evaporate these guys.
It's like the brother said, evaporate. Okay? It's going to evaporate your ass, literally, bro.
It's going to be
like if you put a pan on the stove, right, and you put it all the way hot, you let it get hot, red hot, and you drop a little drop of water, all you hear is
yeah.
That's how these people gonna be. That's the power of Yahweh Shai. That's the power of the God of the universe, man. You better fear, man. That's why the scriptures say every knee shall bow, every tongue is gonna confess the name of the Lord, man. Let the earth tremble at the presence of Yahweh Shai, man. It says, verse 12, afterwards, after all of that, right, saw I the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude, the elect. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then I was sick through great fear, and I awakened and said. So Ezra saw this vision, and he was the prophets got visions like this, and they would get sick. Like, what the hell? All right, let me grab some of these precepts real quick. This is Shaquat Rakah Shalom, Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Right? The Lord gonna come back with that fire. It's gonna be all hugs and kisses when the Lord come back, like the wacky tacky Christian church tells you. It's gonna be death, famine, blood, fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slaying of the Lord shall be many. The killing. Another word for slaying is killing. The killing of the Lord shall be many. Many people are going to die, man. Okay? What you got, Doc?
Yeah, I was just going to say that's why, the scriptures tell you how the Lord came to send fire on earth, and what would it be if it already be kindled? Because, the Lord's just going to join the battle, man, and he's going to send fire upon these nations, man. But I got Isaiah 63:1. It says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save." In Basra, isn't that the chief place for Edom?
That's right.
Right. And it says when it says glorious in his traveling and the greatness of his strength, it's going into that father's ship. Okay, going into that huge ship, man. All right. Verse 2 says, "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?" And you can break that down, bro.
Yeah, because when you tread in the wine fat, when you have like when you tread in grapes, right? If you're in a white garment, by the time you're done treading grapes, you're gonna be look like you went to war, right? And this is just symbolic for how much blood the Lord is gonna shed when he comes back. Okay, and he's gonna do it alone. He said, "I tread the wine press alone."
Yeah.
Okay. And Basra was the capital city of the Edomites, and the modern day Basra today is America. Okay. The Lord gonna come back to this Basra, America, and he gonna tread the wine fat. Okay.
Verse 3.
Salakia, which goes into what? Him destroying and killing these Edomites, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3 says, "I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me." Because the Lord's going to be doing all the slaying and killing in that time, man. It says, "For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment." Basically going to tell you how how the Lord got all the blood on his hands, because he's the one who's going to be taking them out. He's not actually going to get sprinkles of blood on his garment or his apparel, but it just goes in to say, like, I got all these bodies on me, basically saying the Lord is going to be doing all the killing. Okay, verse 4 says, "For the day of vengeance is in my heart." The Lord's constantly thinking about it, even right now to this day. Okay, the Lord is thinking about the returning, to return and, get all those who persecuted him. Okay, and, conquer what's rightfully due unto him, man. This whole earth. It says, "For the day of vengeance is in my heart, it's in his mind, and the year of my redeemed is come." Verse 5, "And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it held me." Okay. Yeah. I got another one too. I got Zechariah.
Go ahead.
Hold on. The book of Zechariah, verse 5 and verse 3. "Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that still up shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that swerves shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And our curse is going into the chariots, man. Okay, because this will be the demise of Esau, Edom, his whole kingdom. All right, and we already know that this dude is known for stealing, the Israelites, man, and to this day, literally still having them in his possession. You literally have all 12 tribes here in America to this day, okay, where they're subject to payments, also, due to the curses. But Esau, Edom, he literally doesn't want to let the Lord's people go, okay, because he still has that hatred in his heart. That's why it says the days of mourning for my father at hand, then when I sleep my brother Jacob, and we come into that time to where he wants to make that happen. He wants to make that come to fruition. Oh, verse 4 says, Zechariah 5 and 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, which is Esau, Edom. It says, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And Esau, that's what he does, man. Okay, his whole constitution, his everything. Okay, he swears that he's for the Lord, and they swear that they're so holy. This is a holy nation, but really they're contrary, to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and it says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house. So the house of Edom, man. And it says, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Okay, because the Lord's going to consume these devils by the way of fire, man. Not only by those chariots, but also those thermonuclear missiles, when it comes down to it.
Hey, like the scripture say, the slaying of the Lord shall be many. All right, let me grab these last precepts. Naquam dropped Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of Yahweh Shai is near upon all the heathen. So we constantly get on these damn Edomites because they're the number one enemy. But all the heathen, all these other nations, if you're not an Israelite, the day of the Lord is near to you, and you're about to die soon. Okay, and it's not going to be a peaceful death. The Lord's going to traumatize you before he takes you out of power, man. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head, right? And they enslaved us, they killed us. So the Lord didn't forget, okay? Ezekiel 30 and 3, for the day is near, even the day of Yahweh is near, a cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen, right? Because this is really the judgment that's coming upon these other nations. That's why we all we got to do is just sit back and prophesy. We don't got to get guns and, try to overthrow the government. No, we just going to teach the truth. Yahweh Shai going to come back and he going to do all the slaying, okay? We let you know that he going to start slaying Jake. He going to start slaying Jake. He going to slay you heathens, man. Okay? Baruch 4 and 31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy falls. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And that she that received thy sons is America, Mystery Babylon the Great. And the ones that afflicted us are all the other nations. So misery is coming to you heathens, man. Okay? Nothing bright, nothing. You don't got a bright future coming to you. Okay? Unless we're talking about the missiles. That's going to be real bright for you. But and they rejoice at our falls. Naquam, Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, because we know, according to Bible prophecy, America is going to be 100% engulfed in flames by the missiles and the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. 100% of America, bro, like
all of that shit.
In 1 hour, going to be desolate, right? It says, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Okay, so that's the time we coming into. Got one more precept, and then if you got some closing ones. This is Psalms 114 and 7. Tremble thou earth at the presence of the Lord, at the God of Jacob. Okay? Tremble thou earth at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob. And that's what is going to happen. Is the whole earth is going to tremble when Yahweh Shai comes back.
Damn.
And you know what it is when you tremble, you shaking. Okay? You in fear. What you got?
Nahum 3:1.
Yeah.
Woe to the bloody city.
Mm.
It is all full of liars and robbery. The prey departeth not. That praise going to the Israelites. Okay, the Lord's chosen people. You know, we still here, man, to this day. Okay. But the scripture says destruction to the bloody city, which is America, aka Babylon the Great. It says it is all full of lies and robbery. All right. And that's how Esau Edom was able to come into power. Okay. But the Lord is going to destroy this place. Okay. Let me see what else. Let's see. Firepaw. Great.
I got one real quick. Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Ooh, Yahweh Shai. The clouds represent the chariots, the UFOs. And every eye shall see him. So all these nations, they're going to see Yahweh Shai when he come back. Everybody going to see him. And they also which pierced him. Yeah, because you got them centurions that pierced our Lord on the side. Okay. They're back in the reincarnation. Okay. And they're going to see Yahweh Shai. It says, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. Everybody going to wail. Everybody going to be screaming and hollering, crying, heart attacks, throwing up, shitting themselves, pissing themselves. They're going to be trying to run and hide. You can't run nowhere. You through. Like this woman was going crazy in her living room, like pacing back and forth. What do you can't do shit. You're done. You can't prepare for that. But that's how the Lord wants you. He wants to fucking traumatize you before he wipes you off of the fucking face of the earth, man. Before he melts you. Scriptures tell you he's gonna melt. He's gonna melt you.
That shit crazy, bro.
You got anything else up?
No.
All right, hey man. So I mean, we touched on it. With that, Lord willing, brothers and sisters, was edified. All right, these Edomites and these heathens about to be terrified when they see the chariots and the nukes. Okay, and be terrified. All right, so with that, Lord willing, was edifying to the hopeful elect. We're going to continue to fight, keep pushing. We're going to close out, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.